takes a turn. Breath is heavy, pulse is loud, beating faster than the crowd. No excuses, no delay. This is how I start the day. Fire in the veins, I'm wired, fueled by every dream desired. Tension snaps and feet explode, running through this overload. Every moment finds its place, lost in rhythm, full of grace. From the silence comes the spark, racing from a brand new start. Shadows fall behind my pace, all that's left is open space. Fear once held me, now I rise with defiance in my eyes. Lights can't match the heat I feel, truth is cutting through the steel. Every heartbeat makes it real, I was born to spin the wheel. Breath is heavy, pulse is loud, beating faster than the crowd. No excuses, no delay. This is how I start the day. Fire in the veins, I'm wired, fueled by every dream desired. Tension snaps and feet explode, running through this overload. Every moment finds its place, locked in rhythm, full of grace. From the silence comes the spark, racing from a brand new start. No more doubts to slow the climb, push ahead, defy the time. Feet don't stop, they only fly, reaching high without goodbye. Light the core and let it run, bright as a collapsing sun. No reset and no regret, not a second time forget. Feel the surge and break apart, one more beat to play the part. No more shadows, only light, built to blaze and born to fight. And then the rhythm takes me forward. Whoa, 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 yeah. Every nerve is in control, pushing past the overload. Can't sit still, the air is charged, thoughts aloud and spirit large. Feel the floor beneath me bend, time and pressure twist and blend. This is more than just a phase, rushing through electric haze. No shutdown, I can't be still, moving on pure energy's will. Crank it louder, feel the shift, lift me with this sudden lift. Rushing sound and sparks collide, burning bright from deep inside. Heartbeat booming like a drive, living loud, full and alive. Pump beyond the normal pace, nothing slows this kind of grace. Every second set to thrive, always wired, always live. Midnight falls, I rise instead, chasing thoughts inside my head. Rhythm growing in my chest, never calm and never rest. Eyes wide open, senses sharp, shooting high like racing sparks. No retreat, just full engage, tearing through another stage. No shutdown, I can't be still, moving on pure energy's will. Crank it louder, feel the shift, lift me with this sudden lift. Rushing sound and sparks collide, burning bright from deep inside. Heartbeat booming like a drive, living loud, full and alive. Pump beyond the normal pace, nothing slows this kind of grace. Every second set to thrive, always wired, always live. Raise the volume, multiply. Drop the walls and flood the room. Shake the night and break the gloom. Hear the silence crack and fall. Feel the signal hit the wall. No distortion, no retreat. Only rhythm, raw and sweet. Every part of me is manic, built to burn through all the static. And the silence doesn't win. From the ground, wheels of fire spinning sound. Smoke and gold diffuse. Every choice is mine to choose. Cut the wires that used to bind. What I lost I now define. Bend the field and let it roar, faster than it ever tore. Power bends and pressure grows, from the silence motion flows. Let the rhythm lift and spin, let the brightness flood within. No more waiting for the flame, forget the leash. Feel the fire finally breach. Snap the ties that held me back. Light explodes across the track. All the flame, forget the leash. Feel the fire finally breach. Snap the ties that held me back. Light explodes across the track. All the pressure turns to flame. Nothing here will stay the same, the same. Once a whisper, now a scream, fueled by more than just a dream. Walls dissolve as motion flies, truth ignites behind the eyes. Steps no longer ask for grace, only forcing forward pace. Crashing through what used to stay, burning off the need to pray. No more waiting in the dark, something fierce begins to spark. Let the flame forget the leash. Feel the fire finally breach. Split the calm and drop the fuse. Now there's nothing left to lose. Tear the ground beneath the sound. Throw the past without a bound. Sing with bolts instead of voice. Every scream a sharpened choice. Rules collapse and pathways mark the return of Unchained Spark. Every limit turns to dust. Every doubt replaced by trust. Let the Jolt rewrite the code. This is how I take control. Shake the world with every beat. Let the chainless rhythm heat. Feel the burst beneath the skin. Everything begins within. Turn the silence into storm. Break the lock and change the form. Flash beyond the fear and mark. Now I live the Unchained Spark. And he never dings again. Countdown echoes in my chest. Heartbeat locked and tightly pressed. Every second builds the climb. Set to spark and break through time. Gravity begins to crack. Pressure surging at my back. No more weight, no pulling low. Time to feel the full let go. Warning lights begin to blink. One last breath before the brink. No more signals, no permission. Only now, lift ignition. Tear the stillness from the ground. Every force is upward bound. Crush the noise with rising tone. Carve the air and claim the zone. Engines scream and lights explode. twist of fate. Leave behind what couldn't wait. No more echoes, no resistance. Just the burst of pure existence. Through the clouds and past the roar, I become what was before. All of me in one decision. Blasting on in lift ignition. And there's no coming down. Life begins beneath my feet, spreading heat that can't retreat. Colors crashing, flashing waves, rushing through electric caves. Brightness humming like a drum, signals striking, thunder comes. Eyes can't track the vivid blur. Every moment starts to stir. Energy with no control, breaking past what once was whole. All around begins to form. This is more than just a storm. Let it shake and let it fly. Every breath a battle cry. Colors blaze and rhythms shout, breaking silence from without. Waves of heat and burst collide. Nothing left I have to hide. Caught within the surging swarm, living loud inside the glow storm. Dust turns gold beneath the light. Darkness shivers out of sight. Wind that whispers, now it screams, cutting deep through static dreams. No more filter, no more gray. Everything gets blown away. Rays don't ask if they belong. They arrive and move me strong. Energy with no control, breaking past what once was whole. All around begins to form. This is more than just a storm. Tear the sky with shining breath. Flash until there's nothing left. Pulse and spark and spiral flight. Every turn a streak of light. Shadow flees without a name. Overrun by living flame. Held inside this brilliant swarm. Breathing fire in the glowed storm. Nothing soft and nothing small. This is light that takes it all. Storm of soul and neon rise, carving truth across the skies. Let the blaze consume the shade. Every fear and every fade. Turn the night into the song where the burning hearts belong. Crack the clouds and break the air. Show the world the fire's there. Power born beyond the norm. I exist as glow storms form, and the brightness never ends. sleep. Let the gravity unwind. All I hold is what's unlined. Soar with fire and skip the form. Rewrite how the sky is born. Speed becomes the only law. Cutting clear without a flaw. Never flat and never slow. Only up is what I know. This is flight pure and appealing. Racing fast with no more ceiling. And the top keeps falling upward. Feel the beat inside the wire, breathing through a field of fire. Every tone and every click tells me this is not a trick. Waves are rising, pulling me, tuned into what I can't see. Static shifts and opens wide, I can hear the life inside. Pulse and signal start to blend. This is where I won't pretend. Every sound becomes a key. I'm aligned with frequency. Turn the volume till it shakes. Every fiber wakes and breaks. Tune the noise into the now. Feel the surge and show me how. Beats like lightning in my chest. Never still but never stressed. In this wave I finally see I'm alive in frequency. Echo finds my secret thought, translating what time forgot. Not a whisper, not a scream, just the code behind the dream. Everything connects and spins, letting out what once was pinned. Messages in every tone, telling me I'm not alone. Pulse and signal start to blend. This is where I won't pretend. Every sound becomes a key. I'm aligned with frequency. Ride the rhythm, ride the flow. Where it leads, I let it go. Voices woven into thread, singing all I never said. Bass like thunder shakes the line. Tension humming by design. No escape, no need to flee. Breathing deep in frequency. Crack the tone that breaks the shell. Let the air begin to swell. Tune to everything I feel. In this moment it's all real. Vibrate loud and stand my ground. Echo high and circle round. From the core I send the wave. All I am and all I crave. I don't speak, I resonate. Every beat reverberates. Here I shout and here I be, living in a live frequency. And the signal never fades. Lines are written deep inside, hidden where the wild things hide. Not in books or silent signs, but in sparks between the lines. Heartbeats happen like a drum. Rules and logic come undone. Every pulse a secret trace, moving at a primal pace. No command can cage this mode. I was born with Wildheart Code. Running raw, not by design. Instinct leads and it's divine. Crack the script, erase the plan. Move like only wild hearts can. Every glitch becomes a voice. Every turn of a reckless choice. Lights don't guide, they only glow. Lighting where I'm meant to go. Past control, still reloads. Hack the chain, release the spark. Run the route they tried to mark. Burn the map and shift the tone. Find the path that's mine alone. Crashing through the tame and slow. Lighting fires where I go. Free and fierce and self-composed. I exist as a Wildheart Code. Underneath the skin and steel burns a force too strong to conceal. Not a whisper, not a plea, just a shine that screams through me. Polished not by time or trend, but by every break I mend. Brightness built from every scar, proof I've come from where you are. Pressure forged and always near. I don't fade, I persevere. Even in the blackout shore, I ignite from deep Brightcore. Glare so loud it sings in fire. Rising higher, climbing higher. No disguise and no regret. Every burst a silhouette. From within it starts to grow. Wired in with steady glow. Truth becomes the final score. I survive through Brightcore. Cracks don't mean the end for me. They reflect intensity. Every dent a source of light. Every fall rewrites the fight. Walls can't dim what I contain. Even silence fans the flame. Under pressure I don't bend. I evolve, I reascend. Pressure forged and always near. I don't fade, I persevere. Even in the blackout shore, I ignite from deep Brightcore. Burst the calm and burn the night. Fuel the dark with inner light. Not a flicker, not a lie. Pure and sharp and amplify. Crush the veil, reveal the whole. Power rooted in my soul. Lines erased and nothing more. Built alive by Brightcore. Shine that doesn't ask for fame. Strength that doesn't play a game. Not for show, not to implore. Just a glow I can't ignore. Let the silence prove my flame. Undeniable, untamed. Every crack becomes a sign. Every tremble stays in line. Through the stress and through the war. Let the shine define the score. What they missed I still restore. Living fire that's Brightcore.
And the light outlast the dark.
Woke the spark that never slept. Charged mad from every tear I wept. Circuits wired with untamed heat. No shutdown, no retreat. Vibes collide and ripple wide. Current rushing from inside. Built from noise and steady crash. Every second strikes like flash. Not a pause, not a delay. I'm the shock that won't decay. Always live, always bold. Here I come, an infinite jolt. Snap the switch and feel the climb. Breaking past the grip of time. Racing beats I can't control. Shaking loose the silent roll. Crack the I believe. Rhythms burst in every vein, dancing past the wired strain. Faster now than fear can chase, pushing through the outer space. Not a pause, not a delay, I'm the shock that won't decay. Always live, always bolt, here I come, an infinite jolt. Chase the noise and spin the field, let the static force be healed. Voltage sings without a cage, every hill's another stage. Lights ignite the core I hold, movement louder, uncontrolled. Burn through rules they try to bolt, unconsumed, an infinite jolt. There's no fuse to hold me still, only motion, force and will. Every tremor that I send loops again, it doesn't end. Ride the flash beyond the bend, start again and never end. Chain reaction in my soul, turn the wave into control. No reverse, no power drop, even silence starts to pop. Feel the flood with no revolt, I exist, I'm infinite jolt. And the surge goes on forever. And the surge goes on forever. Heard the whisper in my head, try to hold me back instead. Voices built from shadows claim, calling out my given name. But my heart beats louder still, pounding past the silent chill. With each note I chase the sound, fear can't stay when truth is loud. Let the silence crack and fall, I won't bow, I won't crawl. Step through every frozen sneer, I was made to outsing fear. Crank the volume, drop the shame, shake the ground and light the flame. Let the echo break the lie, raise the shout and amplify. I'm not waiting to appear, every breath is louder here. Power clear, no more veneer, I am louder than the fear. Cracks appear in every wall, made from doubt that hoped I'd fall. But I scream in perfect pitch, flipping pain with every switch. No more hush, no muted step, every line is what I've kept. Soundtrack of my rising stance, built from breaking every chance. Let the silence crack and fall, I won't bow, I won't crawl. Step through every frozen sneer, I was made to outsing fear. Blast the dark and shake the chain, ring so loud it scars the plane. No one else will steer this track, no retreat and no step back. Sing with fire, scream sincere, blow away what won't come near. Truth is what I persevere, rising louder than the fear. Fear can't hold what's set to burn, sound will always make it turn. Volume wins where lies collapse, every beat rewrites the maps. Turn the quiet into ash, make the stillness crack and crash. Let the world be forced to hear, every note I hold is clear. Turn the doubt and leave it far, every breath becomes a star. What they lost I now premiere, living louder than the fear. pulls me clear. Every border starts to bend. Lines are made for me to end. Not confined to what was done. I belong where roads are none. Break the edge and let it roll. Follow heat that shakes the soul. Mountains bow and skies expand. With no script and with no plan. Keep it forward, leave the note. Make this wildness feel like home. Truth too strong to stay or reason. Chasing the untamed horizon. Miles rise with every beat. Dust and flame beneath my feet. No one left to track the path. Only motion, never math. Quiet tries to call me back, but I ride the unknown track. Free from clock and tethered time. In this chase, the climb's divine. Every border starts to bend. Lines are made for me to end. Not confined to what was done. I belong where roads are none. Leave a mark and drop the frame. Not a place that stays the same. Crack the calm and shift the tone. Write the trail with steps alone. Sky too wide to tame her name. Every pulse a brand new flame. Flow beyond the past incision. Running toward the untamed horizon. Rules dissolve beneath the sun. Every risk is where I run. No permission, no divide. Just the thrill of what's outside. Pull the dawn from night's disguise. Fill the space with open eyes. Not a fence to hold me in. Let the storm become my skin. Dreams expand where others fold. Every step a story told. Never lost, just out of vision. Run through the untamed horizon. And I'm never circling back. Red streaks cut the edge of night. Every beat a burst of light. Skyline breaks in glowing waves. All I feel is what it craves. Heartbeat sinks with glowing tone. Racing like it's not alone. Fuel and breath begin to blend. No more need to just pretend. Every echo feeds the flame. Every step forgets the name. No direction, just the force. Riding high the solar course. Burn the clouds with rhythm sharp. Strike the dark like tuning harp. Pulse that cracks the highest dome. Calling stars to guide me home. Flare the path with heat so loud. Cut through silence like a crowd. This is more than speed or thrust. It's the sky fire in my pulse. Voices trail behind the fire. I don't need what they require. No regrets and no reverse. Every motion breaks the curse. Starlit wind becomes my guide. Moving with the flame inside. Everything begins to melt. Only truth is what I felt. Every echo feeds the flame. Every step forgets the name. No direction, just the force. Riding high the solar course. Push the blaze and twist the line. Feel the world in double time. Heat becomes the only law. Turning hard into the draw. Crashing up, I lose control. Lighting every hidden soul. Not just fire, not just pulse. This is life in the Skyfire Pulse. Higher than the sound can catch. Faster than the flash can match. Every flare rewrites the air. Tells me that I'm already Skyfire Pulse